UFC Neil Magny recalls Brooklyn youth ahead of Daniel Rodriguez bout. Q. You were once a Brooklyn kid way back, right? A. I was born and raised in Brooklyn until right around middle school, high school. Q. What was life like for you in New York? A. Different, for sure. Growing up in New York, my mom was a single mom, and I had 5 siblings, so we pretty much bounced all over Brooklyn. I lived in Flatbush, Canarsie, Bushwick. I was living all over Brooklyn growing up as a kid, and right around middle school, high school range, that's when my grandmother decided to try to help my mom raise us. She was able to move us out to Illinois and have me go to school there for a bit. Q. Do you have any fond memories of your time growing up in Brooklyn? A. Just the normal things that Brooklyn kids do growing up. I remember the summer block parties, that kind of thing. Being on a stoop all day long, no particular place to go, just kind of hanging out there. The old milk crate on a tree for a basketball hoop type of thing, laughs. Just your basic Brooklyn memories growing up as a kid. Nothing too crazy or anything like that. Q. When this Saturday breaks a tie with Georges St. Pierre for most all-time at welterweight. You already passed him in total fight time at 170. What does it mean personally to be in the same company as a great champion like him? A. Man, it's great. The only thing that's within my control is my consistency and how hard I'm able to work and being able to be recognized. With Georges St. Pierre for the most amount of wins in the welterweight division, that's just a testimony to my hard work in the sport. Q. You're starting to trend toward chasing the all-time UFC fights record currently held by Jim Miller and climbing. Is that something you might chase? A. Yeah, for sure. Any way to get into history books with the UFC, I'm all for it. If it means the most amount of wins out there, sign me up. I'll get there one way or the other. So anything that gets me recognized with some of the great guys that came before me in this sport, I'm all for it. Leave my mark where I can.